What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I want to highlight some upcoming shows and films featuring queer lady characters. So sit back, enjoy the video, and if there are any upcoming shows or films I've missed, please let me know in the comments.
Toxicity slip into my bloodstream.
Bad Girl Boogey is a queer Australian indie about Angel, a young person whose mother was brutally murdered by a masked killer on Halloween. And now, 16 years later, Angel's best friend has been murdered by the same person, or at least someone wearing the same mask. And of course, Angel is the only one who can stop the murderer, for some reason.
Some psycho kills her and they're more freaked out that she's queer. She was killed, probably by someone just like them.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds a lot like the plot of one of these movies. But in Bad Girl Boogey, it's the mask that's evil, or something. Also, everyone in this movie is queer, like even the dead mother. You can catch Bad Girl Boogey July 4th on VOD, or wait until the 7th and see it in limited theaters.
Just a scar somewhere down inside.
In their ongoing quest to traumatize everyone, A24 is back at it again with Talk to Me, a horror film about a group of thrill-seeking teenagers who conjure up dangerous spirits for the lulz and the high. It gets them high.
What?
You busy tonight?
You want to turn, eh?
My mum leaves at 9.
So you're 10.
So where'd you get it from anyway?
Now, despite its Ouija-ish plot, Talk to Me has received rave reviews since it premiered at Sundance, and even has a 97% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with the consensus being that it's fucking terrifying. And I have to admit, the trailer does look incredibly freaky. Also, shout out to Zoe Tarakis, who you might recognize from Wentworth, or Ellie and Abby and Ellie's Dead Aunt. So, if you're feeling brave, you can watch Talk to Me July 28th in theaters. I also want to briefly mention that the 4th season of Harley Quinn is dropping July 27th on Max, but as of the making of this video, no trailers or plots have been released, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Joyride is a raunchy road trip comedy about 4 unlikely friends who travel through Asia in search of one of their birth mothers, and during their epic journey, they tangle with professional basketball players, get incredibly high on a train with a drug dealer, and pose as Cardi B-inspired K-pop stars.
You ready to lose to a celebrity?
Deadeye is coming, by the way.
Deadeye your cousin?
Hey, Audrey.
Oh, hey!
Deadeye!
Where did that come from?
This is definitely the film I am most looking forward to watching this month, and although there's nothing explicitly gay in the trailer,
Gotta eat the booty like groceries.
3 of the movie's 4 main characters are played by real-life queer actresses, including none other than everyone's favorite cosmic lesbian villain, Stephanie Hsu. So if that sounds like your idea of a good time, you can catch Joyride July 7th in theaters. Based on a real-life CIA program, Special Ops Lioness is about a young Marine who is recruited by the CIA to befriend the daughter of a billionaire with terrorist ties in order to bring down the deadly organization from within.
We locate the wives and daughters of these high-value targets.
You made it!
Told you I was coming.
And we place an operative close to them, and we kill the target.
So, full disclosure, despite the thumbnail of this video, I have no idea if there will be any gay lady lioness shenanigans in this show.
I did it, and I'd do it again.
But while watching the trailer, I kinda caught a vibe between the Marine and the billionaire's daughter. It's probably just the gay in me jumping out, but I thought I'd put it on your radar just in case. Not to mention, this seems to be a show centered around kick-ass women. And as far as I'm concerned, it's never a mistake to watch a show about kick-ass women, especially when one of them is Zoe Saldana. You can catch Special Ops Lioness July 23rd on Paramount+. Survival of the Thickest is an empowering rom-com adjacent series about a woman who is forced to rebuild her life and career after being dumped by a no-good man.
This is me trying to be single at 38. And to start over. Being a roommate, it's a special kind of friend. I think we should breathe together.
Admittedly, the trailer is incredibly heterosexual, but there is a blink or you'll miss it kiss between two women, neither of whom are the main character. So my guess is the show will be maybe 5 to 7% queer. I mean, it's not nothing. You can watch Survival of the Thickest July 13th on Netflix. Set in Tasmania, Deadloch is a very, very, very interesting show about two detectives attempting to solve a grisly murder in a sleepy little coastal town. And it's really just shenanigan after shenanigan after shenanigan.
We've recruited an interstate detective to lead the case.
Yes, sir.
Eddie Redcliffe is my name. The first 24 hours of an investigation are crucial.
He was discovered 27 hours ago, ma'am.
Right.
So first things first, this show is full of gay lady characters, including the main character. So needless to say, the sapphic activity is very high. But be that as it may, Deadloch is definitely an acquired taste of a show. I mean, quirky doesn't even begin to describe some of the characters and situations. Personally, I thought Deadloch was hilarious, and maybe even a little too fast-paced for non-Aussies to keep up with. But if you love a good whodunit that is high in dark satire, Deadloch is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. Swiping America is a reality dating show that calls itself a rom-doc.
What does that even mean?
I'm not sure why, because it's definitely a reality dating show. It's about 4 singles from New York who travel to different states and go on dates set up for them by an app, I think.
To be vulnerable and like, this is who I am is hard. I'm not a butch. I am not a femme. So like, what am I to people?
Swiping America seems like the healthiest type of dating show I've ever watched, and I really enjoyed the first episode. Although, ultimately, I feel like it's set up for failure, because the daters live in New York, and the people they're dating live in other states.
So how's that work?
Also, one of the daters is a lesbian named Ash, and she seems absolutely fantastic. So if you like dating shows, Swiping America seems to be a superior version of one, and it is currently streaming on Max. I want to give a quick shout out to my newest patrons, Cheryl, Rachel, Jennifer, and Nancy. As always, I have to give a shout out to my big spender patrons, Angel, Citizen Ruth, Mary, Angie, JC, Lucia, Robert, and Maya.
Hey, big spender!
And just a quick reminder, I have started my Gap the series over on Patreon if you're interested, and if you enjoyed this video, you have to check out this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.